All right, everybody, we are back, and we have a great show to transition us from movies and series to video games, because this is based on a video game. We've done some trailer reactions for this before. Honestly, I can tell you, I'm worried, and I'll get into some things some reasons that I'm worried. And as we go on. But have you heard anything about this? Have you played the games? What are your thoughts? No? Okay. Have you played the games?
My son's played the game. I've watched him play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's not keep everybody in suspense. Let's check it out. We are watching the trailer for The Action Pack Needs You. You can support Mike's After Action Reviews on our Patreon for as little as $3 a month. Every quarter, once we've made at least $200, we're going to be giving away 10% of our earnings from Patreon in a giveaway over on our Twitch, so go check that out as well. You can find all of the links for everything in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Do your part. Support the pack. The Action Pack. Fallout. Official trailer Prime Video. So this is coming at us from Prime Video. We're going to like the video. It's got 13.1 million views to 266,000 likes and 15,000 dislikes. Based on one of the greatest video game series of all time, Fallout is the story of haves and have-nots in a world in which there's almost nothing left. 200 years after the apocalypse, the gentle denizens of luxury Fallout shelters are forced to return to the irradiated hellscape their ancestors left behind, and are shocked to discover an incredibly complex, gleefully weird, and highly violent universe waiting for them. From executive producers, those people, and all of that. Yeah. Okay. So we've got an interesting. Concept here. The video games were really popular. And as we go on, maybe after the trailer, I'll talk about some things that I'm depending on what they show in the trailer too. But I'll talk about some things that I'm worried about here. But any thoughts on it before we get started?
No, it'd be interesting how the trailer describes it. That's what I'm wondering how to show it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just wanted to show you guys. So this is the not the thumbnail for this video. This is the thumbnail for the video we're about to watch, but then this is kind of the tag, the title card that they have out, some of the promotional material here. So, cool. But, all right, let's check it out. We've got a 3-minute and 17-second video, our trailer. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hi, it's Travis with Oscar Mike Radio. Oscar Mike Radio is a military and veterans podcast and show about those who serve our country and those who have served and are doing amazing things.
You know what? Let's take more. And then they had that fantastic
managing those logistics and getting things where they need to be on time.
I mean, come on.
Want to learn more? Want to follow the show? Go to OscarMikeRadio.com or the link below. We're Oscar Mike, and we're mission in flight. Thank you.
Here we go.
Hello there. I'm here to show you a wonderful place.
All right.
A veritable Camelot, the nuclear age. Not made by God Almighty, but the working man.
Okay.
You can be a hero by purchasing a residence in a Vault-Tec vault today. Because if the worst should happen tomorrow, the world is going to need you to build a better day after.
Okay. So obviously, as you can see, those old school, like 60s, 70s style, 60s, 70s style commercials. Yeah. One thing that I will tell you is that the world before before all the bombs dropped in the post-apocalyptia. It was so. First of all, the post-apocalyptic world of Fallout is based off of Mad Max. Okay, the Mad Max movies. The world before post-apocalyptia, the whole idea was that instead of going to oil and like fossil fuels, the world embraced nuclear energy. So that's why they have all this advanced technology. But it's set, yeah, and it's set like in the 60s and 70s. So it's like old timey, but at the same time the technology is advanced. They have robots, laser guns, stuff like that. So, but all right, continuing on here. All right, so this is, I just want to, first thing, this is something that after the first trailer came out was huge. Some people were very worried about this show. So in the world, this is specifically said by the people who are making this show that this movie is canon with the games, meaning that this movie or this show is supposed to actually be right alongside the games. It's not in its own world. It's set after the other games. The problem with this is that there's a group in California called the New California Republic, and they set up a whole nation. Like after all the bombs dropped, everybody's coming out of so they took over California, and they are trying to rebuild the United States, starting from California and then expanding east. Their capital is in a place called the Boneyard, and the Boneyard is supposed to have thousands and thousands. It's basically like almost like a modern day city, okay? Especially because they've used technology to restore it, and it's not. It's just like the biggest, most populated, most advanced city that exists in America, or that they know of in America at the time. And the problem is that this is actually the Boneyard. Like, this is actually the location the Boneyard is supposed to be taking place in. So people were like, the show is violating the canon of the games because this should be like a huge city. Instead, it's like just a broken down nothing. I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, I don't know what that means for the show. But if they're violating canon in such a way, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, that's a slam dunk. They should get that right.
Right. Well, especially because the people who are fans of the games are fans of the lore of the games, and there's a lot of games, and so it's like, this is big.
Right.
But anyway, okay, so we'll have to see. Maybe this is a situation where this is like showing us what it was before the city was built.
Right.
I don't know. We'll have to watch. But anyway, continuing on here. Here we go. Okay.
The mission of the vaults should be important to everyone.
Vault 33, okay.
To come up to the surface one day and restart civilization. Can you tell me what's happened in the last 200 years?
So...
Holy shit. You're an actual vault dweller.
I am.
I thought all you dipshits were dead.
See, even that, like that lady saying, oh, we thought all you guys were dead, that doesn't make sense because where she is, she's in California. This game takes place after the last game, or this show takes place after the last game. The New California Republic exists. California is almost like a small slice of the United States that's been restored.
Right.
The New California Republic started from vault dwellers coming out, and the actual capital of the New California Republic is around a vault. So I don't know why people wouldn't know about vault dwellers. That's weird. That's weird world building.
Yeah.
And anyway, okay. I'm sorry. I just want to put, because I want to do this justice, because people are going to want to hear me make comments on this stuff. So anyway, yeah, here we go.
Got the music.
Yeah. Which is a big part. The music is a big part of the Fallout games. They have that old-timey music. It's so good.
It isn't like the vault out there. It's big.
Yeah. We cordially welcome you to the apocalypse.
I've had a rough week. Practically every person I've met up here has tried to kill me.
I'm simply going
Okay,
to
there's the
harvest your
machines.
organs.
So the CGI looks
You
okay.
need to go home. You come from a world of rules, of laws. You should not be alone.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
To hurt the people who hurt me.
Okay. They got the power armor.
After you.
So, this guy, the reason that he has no nose and he looks like that is because he's the guy from the commercial. Like, this is not a spoiler. This is the actor who's playing this guy. This is the same guy who was from the commercial. Some people, when the bombs dropped, they got nuclear radiated and became immortal, so they don't age. And he was one of the guys that when everybody else died around him, he was irradiated and survived. Only a few people had that happen to them. So he's been walking around in the surface. He never went to he was here before the bombs dropped. That's why. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they're called ghouls. There's a couple of ghouls that exist that you meet throughout the world. But anyway, yeah.
Ain't much stage cleanup here, Volti.
Yeah. There we go.
Wow.
Well, now that is a very small drop in a very, very large bucket of drugs.
That's funny. Because he's immune to certain things like poisons and stuff, you know.
You look out at this wasteland, looks like chaos, but there's always somebody behind the wheel.
Yeah. There's the power armors.
Everyone wants to save the world. They disagree on how.
There you are, you little killer.
So I will say I like the premise, but with the issues that they've talked about, so this is coming out April 11th, so next month. I like the premise. The problem with it is the issues that I talked about there. I also will tell you that the production company has come out and said that this show is going to be about diversity, and yep, they outright came out and said we're going to make this about diversity and we're going to update it for a modern audience. And people are like, why don't you guys just shut up with all of that and let us enjoy a show about some of our favorite video games?
Right.
We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. But I will say that the whole idea of the Mad Max movies were about post-apocalyptic world. The Fallout games are about post-apocalyptic, meaning there was an apocalypse where there was some stuff that happened after it, but now we're rebuilding. And so that's why I'm saying, like, not having the cities, not having certain stuff, that's gonna be a bit weird for the way that the whole thing works. Yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts? What did you think of it?
You know, the only thing I know about is watching my son play. It looked like a fun game. It looks, as far as the settings in it, they look pretty realistic. I think that part looks good. I mean, I don't know about where there's errors and stuff like that in it, but it looks interesting enough to, at least start watching it and see what it's about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure entirely what that picture, if that is the city, if they messed up on that. And the thing about it, maybe there's other things too that they haven't shown yet, but they leave enough to be interested watching the videos and stuff. So.
Yeah, I mean, even if they mess up on some of the stuff as far as the lore, if the show is good, it'll be good. My big concern is, like they said, the two things that I know that they've said is the show is going to be about diversity and taking on the patriarchy in a post-apocalyptic world.
Right. So yeah. I know how that goes. That would bug me. When it looks like it could be something pretty good, But you come with your agenda.
Oh, Go on. I'm sorry.
When you come with your agenda like that, I mean, being upfront with it, people, some people just like, I'm not gonna waste my time even watching it, you know.
Yeah, the big concern is not, like, I don't have a problem with taking on misogyny if there's a misogynist character and telling that character he's a bad guy or different issues like that. But the problem with it is that when that's the purpose of the show, the rest of the show tends to suffer. Like the writing tends to not be good. The budget tends to be, just certain things. Yeah, that's the big thing.
Right.
But, yeah, that's why they have so many dislikes, I think. I know that they do have a lot of likes, but that's why they have so many dislikes, is people saying, hey.
15,000,
Yeah. But let's check out what people are saying in the comments. Yeah. Like that. I hope the show has 16 times the detail. They're talking about a joke that happened when one of the games came out. Please remain calm while a machine gun is firing at you is very accurate to the dark humor in the games. That's true. A little voice will come out and be like, activating defenses. Please remain calm. And then the defenses are flamethrowers that come out of the wall and burn you alive. Like, yeah. I'm 55 years old. Yeah, so I'm 55 years old and played Fallout 1 the day it released. I never dreamed a day would come to seeing something I enjoyed so much become a TV series. Please be good. Fingers crossed. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. I really like. I really like the colors in the trailer. The combination of both vibrant and dull makes it feel like a good mix of the older and newer game styles. Yep. Yep. Let me just look. I'm just looking. Goggins must have been having a blast playing a 50s actor. The whatever that is lovely. Thanks for the heads up. AWT94W. I don't know what that is right off the top of my head. How did I all of a sudden start playing Fallout Shelter nonstop a week ago, and then I find out about this trailer? Yeah, so a lot of people look like they're excited about it, which is great. I'm happy. I hope that the show is good. The concerns that I raised are all have to do with speculations that I've heard about and things that people have said. So hopefully this is good. Hopefully those issues aren't a big deal. But yeah, any last comments before we move on?
Nope.
All right, well, let's move on to the next one. Now we're going to jump into video games, so here we go. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch and join the Discord where you can voice chat with me while I live stream, and you won't be recorded or anything on YouTube and Twitch, so that's pretty cool. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. If you like to read, you can see my after-action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in the description below.